Hey guys, Maniac here with GameAccess.net. Happy Halloween! Hope you guys enjoyed the Silent Hill Day that I did on the site. Now, I know when I did the Silent Hill Day, I kind of only showed a lot of content from all over the internet. I didn't really do anything. I didn't produce any articles or produce any videos on my end. The reason why is because I actually wanted to do this video, but I was pretty much stuck at the mercy of the Postal Service. And I just did not have the opportunity to do so. I didn't want to do it on Friday, and I certainly didn't want to wait until the weekend, so I figured Thursday was kind of a slow day, so I figured do it then. I've been planning it for a few days from then. But what had happened was that I kind of wanted to do another one of these, another Maniac's Haul. I did another video earlier this month about some of the Silent Hill games. There was a bunch I missed, and I kind of want to talk about them as well as a bunch of other horror games because it's October, Halloween is next week. So I figured I got some good deals. I wanted to share some of them with you. So the first one I want to talk about was one of the first games that did actually come on time, but I didn't have a chance to talk about it. In my last video, I showed you guys the Spirit Camera game for the 3DS. That was a game that was universally panned, mostly because of how short it was, but I really liked it. I played through it. I liked it a lot. So I was looking around to see if there was any other games that would also fit that description, some games that were kind of unusual. And I'm a Kinect user. In fact, I had a Kinect since shortly after launch. So I kind of figured, are there any interesting Kinect games? And actually there is. This is Rise of Nightmares. This is published by Sega. It's for the Xbox 360. It does require the Kinect to work. The reviews of it were mostly negative as far as I could tell, but I don't know. There's just something about it. I guess maybe it was because I like Spirit Camera, and that was games reviewed universally negative. So I kind of figured, why not give this game a look? I am always on the market for interesting or unusual Kinect games. I have no interest in exercise games or anything like that. But I liked Kinect Adventures, and I liked the Gunstringer a lot, so I kind of figured, why not give this game a look? And trust me, I have no interest in Dance Central. You could probably find Rise of Nightmares for about $15 on Newegg. That's where I found it, free shipping. I've also seen it on Amazon, but for slightly more, and you could not get free shipping at that price. I think they were charging about $16.50. But Amazon doesn't give free shipping until at least you hit $25 minimum on your orders. So, moving on, I wanted to get to another thing that I found. Now, when I was doing the Silent Hill videos last time, I was doing a lot of search on some of the more classic Silent Hill games. And to be perfectly honest, most of the Silent Hill games up until about 2007, I'm sorry, after 2007, you can pretty much find pretty easily. The original four are very difficult to find. But the later ones that were done by the American developers are actually pretty easy to find, and in most cases pretty cheap. I mean, even Downpour right now you can find for about $15 online if you saw my last video. But then, as I was doing my search, I found something kind of unusual, and I had to look deeper into it because I couldn't quite place its authenticity, meaning who made this, how did they make this, is this real, or is Amazon just screwing with me? Actually, no, this was quite real. I was surprised too. It's probably pretty rare. It cost me a pretty penny. I think I paid 30 bucks for this brand new, and I paid an extra amount of money for shipping. You had to get through an Amazon reseller. Amazon didn't have any more copies. The Silent Hill Experience for PSP. This is a UMD disc. It claims to be a UMD video disc, but for the most part it actually includes music, it includes digital comics, and some video as well. So I guess they kind of decided to peg this as a UMD video disc, even though there's more to it than just video content. A lot of the famous Silent Hill music tracks are on it from across, I think, at least 3 or 4 Silent Hill games, probably 3 at least. Definitely has a theme of Laura on it. It has Silent Hill Dying Inside graphic novel, as well as the brand new Silent Hill The Hunger. I remember at one point Linkara, who does the reviews of this, I did talk about his reviews during Silent Hill Day, did talk about was he going to do The Hunger or not, and it confused me because when he talked about The Hunger, he showed an image of this disc, of this thing, and he said no, he's not going to review The Hunger. I think it's because this was the only way that The Hunger was released. Honestly, I could be wrong, but it does specifically list that The Hunger is included on the back of the box. So, I don't know about that. You can find this. I know that they probably made a European version of it. I'm in the United States, so I had to get the United States version, Region 1. These are region coded. I know it comes with music. I think there's 1 or 2 behind-the-scenes documentaries. I'm not totally certain about that. But it does include the comic books and some of the famous music tracks from across the Silent Hill soundtrack. So, this was very interesting to me. This is 30 bucks, easy. Trust me, when this sells out, this is probably going to get much rarer. Let me rephrase that. Of course, it's going to get rarer when it sells out. But when probably the reseller I got it from starts running out of copies, some of the other resellers were actually charging much higher for it brand new. So if you have a PSP with a UMD drive and you're a Silent Hill collector, this is something you would certainly want to look at. It has not been released to DVD. It has not been released to Blu-ray. So definitely, I mean, obviously CD for the soundtracks, but that's another story. So those are two really interesting games that I was able to find. So what do you say we show some other stuff, shall we? Now this one right here is not really horror related. I got this from Newegg really cheap. And I know you're probably going to see this and you're going to say, you know, what's up with this? And actually, I will tell you. As you know, I got a 3DS right here, Nintendo 3DS. And I've been playing a whole bunch of games. Loving it, actually. This is the 3DS XL. I love it. I have no complaints with it. $200 well spent. I've been loving the DS and 3DS games. I've never owned a DS before or a 3DS. So, I gotta say, fantastic high impressions on me. I'm loving this thing. Absolutely. So, for those of you who have a Nintendo 3DS or a Nintendo 3DS XL, you'll notice that it actually has internal memory basic solid state. I'm sorry, not solid state, SD slot, which is similar to solid state, but not exactly. And it has an SD slot on the end. So, I'm absolutely interested in picking up like further games for the system and stuff like that, or downloading extra games, especially since Nintendo did say that they're going to be pushing a lot of downloadable content. For those of you who have an XL, you'll probably come with a card that looks exactly like this. I wanted to expand the memory. I mean, I haven't used all of it, but I was thinking I might. So I wanted to expand my internal memory on this thing. And so I wanted to get as similar a card as I possibly could, because I was concerned about things like compatibility and that sort of thing. So what I decided to do was basically go on wherever I could find and get myself something similar but with a higher capacity. And the thing says it takes SDHC cards, and so I picked up this 16 gigabyte SDHC multi-use card. I've heard there's so much different. You know, the thing about the SD cards is that there's so many different speeds and so many different capacities on these things, and so many different manufacturers of SD cards, that basically just having an SD slot, who knows if this stuff is compatible. I talked to the unknown camera person who uses SDHC cards exclusively, and we had this whole conversation about it. Yes, I do intend to also store 3D videos and 3D pictures on there as well. Basically, I got the exact same thing. This cost me $15 free shipping on Newegg. And in case you're curious what I'm going to do with the old one, Nintendo does say that you can clearly put compatible SDHC cards and transfer your data over as long as it's on the same Nintendo 3DS. Do not change out the data that's in your card and then put it on a different 3DS. It will not work. You'll need to do a transfer beforehand, and you'll have to use the original memory card. But if you just want to simply use the same memory card on the same device, then you can just simply transfer the data over and just stick it back in your 3DS. Nintendo does recommend not to use the old one unless you're transferring back, but don't change anything on the new card. You might break something. I'm sorry, don't change anything. Don't transfer the data over and do that. If you guys are interested in me doing some kind of how-to on how to change these out later on, just post a comment and I'll definitely be considering it. I intend to use the old one for when the Nintendo Wii U comes out, basically, because the Nintendo Wii U will be compatible with these things. It'll have a slot. So $15 for an SDHC card. Pretty much everything uses or compatible with SDHC nowadays. The Wii U is compatible with it. The 3DS is compatible with it. That sort of thing. So $15 for 16 gigs sure beats what the Vita's memory price cost. Let me tell you. Okay, some more games right here. Going a little back to talking about games. Got two games right here. Both of them I got on Amazon, and I had to get both of them because I wanted to make sure that I went over the $25 limit on them. Right here, Silent Hill Shattered Memories for the Wii. This is a remake of the original Silent Hill game, which was originally on the original PlayStation 1. You can probably find this game on also the PSP and on the PlayStation 2. I got the Wii version. It's pretty much, I think, considered to be the original normal version of the game. Here's the thing about it. I couldn't find this game anywhere, and Newegg wouldn't sell it. I probably would have got it on Newegg if I had found it, because like I said, Newegg usually offers free shipping. But Amazon had plenty of copies, and I had no problem picking it up. It was about $22.50, brand new from Newegg, directly from Amazon. I figured that wasn't bad, a pretty fair price for an older Wii game. But one thing I was unhappy with, it was just under the 25 limit, so I had to get something else in order to get free shipping. And so I was looking around for something else that's horror to find, and I found a game that I had missed out on. For those of you who caught me during my my E3 2011 experience, you know that I checked this game out and demoed this game, but I never picked it up because I was kind of waiting for it to go up. This was about $15 new on Amazon. Again, bundled together with this, gave it both free shipping, but it had to be over 25. Dead Rising off the record. I'm sorry, Dead Rising 2 off the record for the Xbox 360. I'm a huge Dead Rising fan. I played the original Dead Rising on the Xbox when it came out. I picked up Dead Rising 2 day one. This game kind of bummed me out, to be perfectly honest, when it was announced, because I paid so much for Dead Rising 2, Zombrex Edition, and everything else. I kind of was a little bummed out about this game. I played the demo at E3 and thought, Dead Rising game, but I kind of figured, you know what, I'm just kind of wait on this game until it dropped in price. And the game right now you can probably find for about $15 on Amazon. Fair price, I thought. Definitely a fun game. I really prefer Frank West over Chuck Green. I just think Frank West is kind of the iconic main character of the Dead Rising game. In fact, I think that's probably why they made it. I haven't heard anything about a Dead Rising 3 game or anything like that, but you know what? I'm kind of hoping Capcom might do it, because I really did like the Dead Rising series, and I kind of am hoping that they decide to revisit it. So, that's my horror haul. That's my, I guess you would say, my Halloween deals that I found. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you have any comments about any further videos you'd like me to do, or if you think I should do that Nintendo 3DS transfer video, by all means send me a comment right down below. And thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, this is Maniac with GameAccess.net. Over and out. Happy Halloween.